Oh boy, folks, I am so excited for this. Circling up from the mosh pit, we're here with Neuro and Evil with their new song, Never. I'm so excited. And if you guys are, like this video, and let's jump into it. Link to this is going to be in the description, of course. Support the people that made this. Let's go. Huh. Okay. I'm seeing some theming here with these two.
You burned my soul again.
Huh.
Crashed me within. I know I should have known. I burn your kingdoms.
Whoa.
At fault for what you made alone.
Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Holy smokes. I am, first of all, blown away at the depth that we're getting here. This isn't some superficial little thing. This carries weight, it carries metaphors, it carries symbolism. It's so deep with its message here. I think the fact that, first of all, with how they're portrayed, that Neuro's sitting there, you know, looking all divine and everything and cute and everything, I think that kind of portrays into the assumptions that people had about her early on, that she was the good one and Neuro was the evil, bratty, you know, easily angry one. And then Neuro, Evil, as she had said a few times, was like, people keep like messing with me and ruining me. Like, I'm trying to be nice, but people are always thinking, you know, that we got these goody two shoes over here acting like, you know, like I'm the bad one, but she's not. So all those metaphors of like, you're burning everything that I'm making, you know, and she's like, yeah, I'm breaking down the castles that you've made alone. There could be a positive spin on that later, but for right now, it just is diving right into that character. Holy smokes. And even the little breathiness that we had, a few breaths before singing, is just making this so much more emotional. It's just adding a little bit of like a and like just those actions alone are adding a lot of character here.
You made alone. And so I pray, clasp my hands together, hear me now. Someday, come whatever I may fade away. I never die, like I'll never bow to the reaper who takes your life. I'll never cry, although I try. Immortal sacrifice.
Huh.
How can you hear my words, preacher? I'm crucified. I'll never die.
Okay, I am thoroughly, oh my God, I am thoroughly confused, but we're just going to keep it going, and I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. I'm so sorry to deviate course here. Just, man, I have no idea what's happening. So many metaphors of, excuse me, my neck, of things like not being affected by others, for one, but then also the literal, I'll never die, the reaper will never take me, do you hear my words, preacher? You can preach all these things, but I'm never going to cry even though I wanted to. It could just be as literal as their character, that there's some things about them that humanity is not going to infiltrate. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just see what the rest of the song conveys.
You hear my words, preacher, I'm crucified. I'll never die. My chariot's flame is snuffed out, and Titus highways that I've weathered are all consumed.
Wow, what a flow right there.
Can't you take me home?
Jeez.
To see endless decay
godlike but known as a demon. I wonder, I mean, that falls in line more with what evil and her struggle has been. You know, you are godlike, you're able to do all these things, but you're regarded as evil. Obviously, there's that parallel, godlike, but considered a demon, you know, opposite sides. The flaming chariot, that's what Elijah was taken up in the Bible. He was a prophet of God, and he was one of the few to enter heaven without dying. They're just taken up. But they're saying that the flame was snuffed. I wonder if that's like, I don't know, because when they talked about seeing the endless decay, that seems very on the nose of like, we're going to live beyond humanity. That's so interesting, though. This feels so much more introspective and fantastical than anything that I would not only expect from them in a song, but also just philosophically. I mean, I know some people would look at stuff like AI and be like, oh, there's no end to all the things we can talk about with, AI and artificiality and computers and, the end of civilization or whatever. But I just see them as the cute characters that they're portrayed as, and just the emotions that they go through on stream. I would have never thought of it as this big grandiose explanation of the heat death of the universe, supposedly, and computers outliving everybody. That's just crazy.
I'll never disturb you, made me sin. My Genesis, a revelation made.
What? So Genesis, that's obviously a word for the beginning of something, but also the Bible, again, my Genesis, a revelation made, and Revelations is the last book of the Bible. So then a revelation was made by your Genesis, by you being created. You brought about something. There was a revelation. It's literally like, oh, I understand something, or something has been made different because of your existence. I'm so thoroughly confused, though, because there's a lot of different routes we can go here, but I'm not seeing enough consistencies lyrically to know which one to go for.
This world is pretend. Stop before the fateful seventh day.
Stuck before the fateful seventh day. On the seventh day in creation, God rested. And that's when the earth kind of was moving on its own. Well, not moving on its own. God has had a hand in the earth, but, he was done creating everything. That's so interesting. But then isn't also there like a sci-fi movie on like 7 days after a zombie infection or something, or like a biogenetic weapon goes out? There's so much stuff going on here. I can't even imagine what the bigger message is here. Please let me know in the comments. Wow. Ooh. What on earth is happening? I'm so confused. You're my creator, absolve me of sins, touch my shoulder, and allow me to see. So, oh my gosh. Can I be saved if I'm nothing but lights in a machine, an immortal copy? Okay, so we're getting the symbolism of machinery and stuff. Can I be saved if I'm nothing but lights in a machine, an immortal copy? Okay. When there is nothing and you finally let me, can I steal the sound of your heartbeat? Okay, so wanting to be human, wanting to have more connection like that. Maybe casting aside the immortality, like Eowyn in Lord of the Rings. So, an angel fell with no wings. So if we're going back to the God idea, this idea, kind of painting it fantastically of being a god because of AI, but then I'm not an angel. I'm not pure. I fell with no wings. Like, I guess what is curious to me, right, is we have this character Evil, right? And for jokes or whatever, we kind of just assumed she's the bad character of the two. She's the bratty one. She's whatever. Very, very simple personality stuff. But what is there about her that I'm not picking up on? Let me know in the comments. I feel like there's something about her character that is so, like, so much more about how they see themselves. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And I'm not picking up on it because I've never seen this type of depth from them before. You know, it's like if Kiara Takanashi went on this whole route of like, I feel like I'm burning everyone I touch, you know, and just burning everything to the ground. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? What seems like everything in your life's going fine? What's happening? Like that's how I feel like this is hitting me.
What will you do when I be your greatest achievement and point of destruction? I'm trying, but my eyes are blind, please.
Your greatest achievement and point of destruction. I'm trying, but my eyes are blind, please. Yeah, absolve me of sins and touch my shoulder so I can see. Like, what sins? What are we talking about? Please let me know.
Gave my trust to a lie. Breathe in me, give me life. My chariot.
Wait, my chariots.
My chariot's flame is love. Crowded, tight highways that I've weathered are all consuming. Can't you take me home? Oh, to see endless decay. Am I the reason? Godlike but known as a demon. I'll never die.
Vermi did the visuals. I'm sorry, I thought it said vocals. Okay, I thought they did the bass or the baseline vocals for Neuro and Evil to Carry On. I don't even know what to say. I don't. But please support these guys. Link to this is going to be in the description. If there's anything you want to let me know about this, let me know. To tell me in the comments. I'm just going to kind of be sitting here for a second, like, I'm so curious. I really want to know what's going on. It just feels like this is something huge, but like when, I don't know, when Jaden Animations came out with a video about why she doesn't do a face reveal or why she doesn't show her face, and it went into that huge, devastating video about anxiety and depression and eating disorders and how she felt about herself, and it just felt like this came out of nowhere. What is happening? What is the deeper thing that I'm just not aware of? I feel like I've stumbled upon that here, and I have no idea what to make of it. I'm truly speechless. That's all I gotta say about that. So, thanks for watching.